History is full of firsts.
It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Many of those firsts shaped our way of life. For 70 years, KPRC Channel 2 has been proud to be pioneers in shaping television and Houston history.
In a state the size of Texas, I hope everyone can enjoy.
Causing the storms Thursday.
Minutes before 9 o'clock, the crew's here telling her.
This is the first time in a long they haven't let it. Send us some of your men.
Isn't it good to work for a place that has a sense of history? And indeed it is.
See, taking the president from Spring to College Station following.
If you have something you'd like Channel 2 Investigates to check out, call the tip line at 713-223-TIPS or email investigates@click2houston.com.
Next at 6, breaking news from Northwest Houston. One person shot, 3 others taken to the hospital.
Plus, honoring Malia Davis on her birthday, how the community is coming together to remember the little girl.
Plus, Justin talking rain in the forecast. It's next at 6.
2 at 6. Channel 2 News begins right now with breaking news.
Got breaking news coming from Northwest Houston. Police looking for a gunman after they say a 29-year-old local rap artist was shot and killed. 3 other people were hurt on Glen Avenue near Wheatley Street.
Police responded to the call around 12:45 this afternoon in the Acres Homes area. Investigators say they found bullet casings believed to be from an assault-style rifle. Police also say this may be gang-related and retaliation, and that it could have been a whole lot worse.
Some fool with an assault rifle is spraying and praying around here, hitting multiple people, and it could have been any of these kids. But for the grace of God, we didn't have a young, innocent child.
We're told the family of the victim is on the scene and that police are now waiting for the medical examiner's office to come out. So far, they have not released the victim's identity.
Also breaking right now, a head-on collision left a man in Fort Bend County dead. This all happened just before 5 this evening on FM 361 near FM 1994. Deputies believe it was a grandfather with 2 children inside his vehicle. We're told the driver lost control and ended up going the wrong way. The 2 children were flown to the hospital. We do not know their conditions at this time. Well, she captured the hearts of thousands of people across the country. Now today, a community is celebrating her birthday. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Sion Rhodes.
And I'm Jonathan Martinez. Little Malia Davis would have turned 5 years old today. Tragically, her life was cut short after she was killed in May of last year. Still, Malia's father is keeping her memory alive by hosting a celebration of life.
That's where we find Channel 2 Sally Mamdou in Sunnyside with the latest. Sally.
And Sion, the family tells me this celebration helps keep her memory alive.
All these people are here to honor her birthday. The Lord had allowed her to live. She'd be 5 years old today.
Dressed in Malia's favorite color, people joined together to blow bubbles in the sky as a celebration what would have been her birthday.
She touched our hearts in such a profound way.
Investigators say Malia Davis died by homicidal violence. Her stepfather, Darian Vince, first reported her missing in May of last year, but then he was later charged in connection with her death. Her great-grandmother, Charlie Mae Green, says these celebrations keep her innocent memory alive.
I'm gonna always miss her, but I know she's in a better place.
And again, the family is still seeking justice in the Malia Davis case. We're live in South Houston, Sally Mamdou, KPRC, Channel 2 News.
We are learning new details about a flare-up at a chemical plant in Baytown that caused a lot of concern for folks living in that area. It started just before 5 this morning at the Raven Chemical Plant. That's off Highway 146 and the East Freeway. Officials say a power outage actually caused the flare-up. You can see from CenterPoint Energy's map that all has been restored, but as Channel 2's Taisha Walker explains, some people said they felt the ground shake.
Brown and orange colored skies could be seen looming over the Raven Chemical Plant early Saturday morning in this cell phone video. Baytown homeowner June Bastida saw the flames heading home from work and feared the worst.
My house started shaking. I thought it was an earthquake. I stood up, another shaking. It's like it's not the ground.
Bastida says when he went outside, he saw smoke.
I drove a little bit that way, and It's like a panoramic view of it.
That's when he recorded this video.
Being surrounded by plants. Main thing is safety for me and my family.
Baytown police say it was a flare. A plant representative says a regional system-wide power outage caused the emergency system to activate at the Raven Butane 1 LLC facility. He says production units were intentionally depressurized by a ground flare, which was visible to the public. The company says the flare was over within 45 minutes, and the facility is working normally. Police say no one was injured and there was no need for any evacuations. In a tweet, Harris County Judge Lena Hidalgo says the air quality was tested and detected no levels of butane. The air quality came back normal. In Baytown, Taisha Walker, KPRC, Channel 2 News.
Family, friends, and law enforcement officers said their final goodbyes to a fallen hero. Liberty County Sheriff's Deputy Richard Whitten was laid to rest today in Cleveland. Funeral services held at the Sanctuary Church this morning. The Whitten family thanking everyone for their thoughts and prayers. Whitten died Monday while undergoing physical therapy. He had been shot in the neck by a murder suspect back in May. Dozens of people got a chance to face real-life scenarios Houston police officers deal with every day. It's all part of the department's Explorer program. The in-house competition held at the Houston Police Academy with 17 teams. They went through everything from domestic disturbance calls to robberies and investigating DWIs.
So we're here to help these kids from the age of 14 years old to 20 years old to be good citizens, have confidence, have good character, leadership skills.
The HPD Explorers program open to people who have completed at least the 8th grade.
NASA is helping to shape the minds of the next generation of educators in the future of space. And today, more than 500 teachers receiving some hands-on training and learning experience at the 26th Annual Space Exploration Educators Conference. Channel 2 space reporter Roseanne Aragon explains.
As you can see, these teachers are hard at work. They have come from all over the world to learn about what's happening here in Houston. This weekend, they are getting the ultimate hands-on experience. Here at Space Center Houston,
I come back every year.
The excitement radiates.
I have a NASA helmet
with energy.
You're going to have to be able to show me your design.
From space enthusiasts coming together.
It's pure wonder.
Michael Wilkinson from the Bronx is one of more than 600 teachers who have come from all over, including Brazil, Colombia, China, and Japan.
We have someone here from New Zealand. We have teachers from other states.
Wanting to learn from those who live and work in none other than our nation's home to human spaceflight.
We pair master teachers with subject matter experts from NASA's Johnson Space Center.
It's Space Center Houston's 26th Annual Space Exploration Educators Conference, a 3-day immersive experience.
I paired up with EVA flight controller Aaron Beisner, and we did this presentation with teachers to give them real content in the classroom.
They take very complex ideas and break it down.
Inspiring teachers.
Our astronaut is right here in a spacesuit.
To learn new lessons.
Here we go, third trial.
At the core of space exploration and astronaut safety. Well, sort of.
Our astronaut is safe and sound.
Because pushing ahead to greater things requires teaching our future leaders.
And I wish I would have come years ago.
To dream bigger.
And you're going to share this with me.
Absolutely.
Than anything we could have ever imagined.
Because we're going to the moon in 2024, and in order to do that, we need a robust workforce.
And these teachers hope to take what they've learned here and share it with the rest of the world. From Space Center Houston, Roseanne Aragon, KPRC, Channel 2 News.
A massive fire destroys several buildings under construction.
Why firefighters had trouble battling the flames and how it spread so quickly.
And you can see the clouds are starting to move back in. That's just the beginning of what is going to be a wet couple of days. The temperatures are still very mild out there for the rest of this evening. Not expecting any problems there, but don't you worry, that rain is on the return. We'll talk about when the heaviest is coming in just a bit.
A manhunt underway in Thailand for who they are calling the country's most wanted person. At least 20 people dead in a shooting. What we're learning about the gunman next on Channel 2 News at 6.
Taste the difference.
We're working to learn if charges will be filed after police say someone shot a business owner as he was closing up shop. The call came in around 9 o'clock last night near Airline in Salerno in northeast Houston. Authorities say the victim was leaving his T-shirt selling business when he heard a noise. He tried to run away, but that's when police say someone shot him. The victim was flown to Memorial Hermann downtown. His condition, though, remains unknown. A soldier is accused of killing 20 people and injuring 31 others in Thailand. This is a look at the man police are now looking for. They say Sergeant Jakrapanth Thoma opened fire as he approached the Terminal 21 mall. The sound of gunfire sent people diving and scrambling in that mall. People both inside and outside were hurt. This is Thailand's second mass shooting in about a month.
A massive fire burning in Virginia has now been contained. These pictures posted to the Fairfax Rescue's Twitter page around 9 this morning when this started. The fire destroyed several buildings that were under construction, including one that was 5 stories high. Now, because they were under construction, fire officials say there were no firewalls or sprinkler systems installed. Fire crews also say wind fanned those flames. Thankfully, no one was hurt. The cause is still under investigation.
Well, it is rodeo time, and a big name star and a Houston native getting ready for the big stage as well.
That's right. Coming up, the pictures Lizzo posted of some of Houston's most famous attractions.
And as we head to break, this right here is a live look out over Discovery Green. A beautiful evening out there. Justin's up next with more on when we could see some showers tomorrow. Stay with us.
Sleep.
The coronavirus crisis now being blamed for what's believed to be the first American death. The U.S. Embassy in Beijing confirming the 60-year-old person diagnosed with the novel coronavirus died at a hospital in Wuhan, China. That's the epicenter of that outbreak. We don't know much else about the person other than their age. So far, there have been at least 12 confirmed cases here in the U.S.
We are just weeks away from the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo, and one of the biggest performers showing her excitement on Instagram already. Take a look. Houston native Lizzo posting these images showing some of the most iconic attractions in the Bayou City, from Asherille to Frenchie's and Houston Funplex. Now, she is among the top 3 performers that will hit the stage during Friday night's lineup.
And tickets to go see her went out like that.
7 minutes.
Quick way.
Unbelievable.
Good on her.
So
But not unbelievable. People love Lizzo.
Yeah. So we're waiting to get our tickets somehow or another.
Good luck.
Shell out some big cash.
Third-party vendor.
Yeah, that's
Here we
right.
come.
No, she'll blow the doors off this place. It's going to be awesome. So, yeah, God, it's almost starting to feel like rodeo. A little warm. We'll bring some rain in.
Yep.
So, you know, we were joking about this last week. When the trail riders get here, it will be super hot one day, and then it'll be like 38 and raining, right?
Bottom will fall.
Yeah, it's got to happen. So, speaking of that, bottom's going to drop out here. Nice segue, Sion.
You're welcome.
We head
She's back.
The work week forecast. We got a front that's coming in, pretty vigorous one too. It's going to be a little strong as we head towards Monday, and then just kind of park itself on top of us for a couple days. So I'll show you all the details here in a bit. First, let's talk the numbers from today. 73 at Intercontinental, 72 at Hobby, and 68 in Galveston. So of course, nobody near the record. That was just a couple years ago. Remember, we were spiking into the mid and upper 80s, but a beautiful shot down at Galveston, the Pleasure Pier. I'm gonna step out of the way. Look at that. That is as nice as it gets down there on the island tonight from our good friends over at Murdoch's. And we've got east winds around 11 miles an hour and a very, very nice night. 63 degrees so far down on the island. 60 up into Dallas. We've got 50s going all the way up where they had snow just a few days ago, if you remember, up in the Panhandle. Pretty steady south wind is really helping to kind of warm things back up across the state. Locally, we're looking anywhere from right around the mid to upper 60s. We'll see these temperatures fall off just a bit, but still that steady southeast wind is going to keep things milder tonight than what we saw the last couple of mornings. Certainly better than the mid to upper 30s that we saw Friday and Thursday morning. So as you get out to early tomorrow, going to try to get that run in tomorrow morning, should be just fine. I don't think you need too many layers. Pretty quiet out there now, not much happening. The full moon tonight happens just after 1 o'clock in the morning, the snow moon actually. So if you want to get out and snap some pictures, it is live in the sky right now, looking pretty good. Had some snow over in Atlanta proper earlier today. I got some video from my sister that lives in just Buckhead. And then also you see this system trying to get its act together here in the northwest. This is moving over the Rockies, and that's what's going to be our Monday rainmaker. So watch as we get in towards Monday. There's the beginning of that front just south of Oklahoma City. And we've got some streamer showers by tomorrow afternoon. Very light, 20–30%, nothing major with those. But then notice as we get into Monday, that front gets a little more aggressive. You get a little, what we call think of a short wave. It's just kind of like a little bowling ball in the atmosphere that just rolls on in, and it can really lift the air. And so that's the pattern we've been seeing the last couple of days, is that they could be looking at some strong to maybe even severe weather up towards Dallas. Notice we're kind of on the tail end of that, but it's close enough. We're going to have to up our rain chances to about 60–70%. And then that front just kind of lingers and sticks around for Tuesday into Wednesday as well before it finally kicks on through. Notice that the cold air starts to move back into the state, and we've got another round of some snow up across the Panhandle and northwest Texas, but still a chance that we could be looking at multiple waves of some heavy pockets of rain moving through. Now, that said, it's relatively dry out. The ground is fairly dry, so we can take a decent amount of rain. Let's jump in a little tighter on that and get you an idea for the rest of the night tonight. Temperatures will fall back into the 50s. By tomorrow morning, we'll start off cloudy. I think most of this is just going to be some extra cloud cover, a little bit of moisture in the atmosphere that the computer's picking up on. We will start to see some isolated showers, but I don't think it'll be a little more widespread until we get into the afternoon, and that'll get the temperatures back up into the low 70s once again. And then we'll see the same thing, 20–30% coverage, be a little more widespread as we get in towards late tomorrow night and into your Monday morning forecast, and especially by Monday afternoon. So if we have these three different rounds moving on through, here's what we're looking at. The big bullseye, as you can tell, is going to be stuck right here across portions of the deep south, anywhere from right around, let's say, northern Louisiana, slicing on up towards Alabama, where they could be talking about 6 to 8 inches for most of us here. Most of that is generally going to be anywhere from about 1 to 2, maybe 2 to 3, but we'll certainly have to watch it. As I mentioned, the ground is fairly dry. We could take it a decent amount of rain, but of course, if we get some heavier or stronger thunderstorms, you just have to watch out for a little bit of minor street ponding. That said, it is going to be a bit of a sloppy start to the week. We'll see that kick out of here Thursday, Friday. Much better looking weather for Valentine's Day, and then the rain returns as we head in towards the weekend. Again, Roughnecks Game 2 next Sunday. Okay, interesting. We'll keep an eye on it.
Thank you for your transition.
Very well. There we go. Set it up.
We don't talk about the XFL, these first games.
Yeah, I mean, it was really hyped up, and there was a pretty good crowd tonight. So we're going to talk a little bit about the XFL, and then the Longhorns in action. College basketball, we have Rice, we have Baylor, plenty of local teams. It's coming up in sports. Welcome into the Xfinity Sports Desk. Well, the wait is finally over. We're in the middle of the Roughnecks opener, hosting the LA Wildcats. And here was the scene just a few hours ago before the game. Not a bad crowd. As of yesterday, they had sold about 12,000 tickets. Of course, a lot of hype around this entire XFL venture. As far as the Roughnecks go, currently we're in the third quarter. Roughnecks lead 24–17. The very first drive of the game, Houston's quarterback, P.J. Walker, threw a touchdown to Cam Phillips. It's been pretty exciting. We'll have full highlights tonight at 10. And the Rice Owls are in action today. The women, of course, are in the middle of an incredible season, ranked first in Conference USA. For the men, it's been a little bit more of a struggle. They're at 11–13. Both teams taking on Middle Tennessee State. The guys are on the road. Middle Tennessee struck first, but the Owls freshman Drew Peterson here is able to get in the paint, get it inside. That game is still going on. 45–32. Owls lead at the half. And the Rice women, again, just continue to dominate like they have all season. Go to the second half. Backdoor cut to Williams. This gives Owls the 46–30 lead. And of course, we saw a lot of this, as we always do. Erica Ogumake's insane season continues. Her 9th game with 20 or more points. The Owls win this one 77–60 and remain undefeated in Conference USA. And the Baylor Bears continue their amazing season as well, going into today's game boasting a 20–1 record. How about Freddie Gillespie with the block and then makes it look easy, just turns around and helps the Bears get the 19–10 lead. Right now that game's at halftime and Baylor leads 35–26. And the Longhorns hosting Texas Tech. 5 minutes left in the game. This is a close one. Kevin McCullough makes a tough shot here. That gives Red Raiders the lead, and then we turn around. Coleman feeds DeRamey here for the 3. Longhorns lead 57–56 at this point, but the Red Raiders erased the 16-point deficit, and they beat the Longhorns 62–57. And as you've probably heard by now, former Astros manager A.J. Hinch sat down with MLB Network's Tom Ferducci for an exclusive interview that aired yesterday. Hinch apologized for the sign-stealing scandal, took full ownership. Here's some of what Hinch had to say.
I still feel responsible, and I'll always feel responsible as the man out front. I was the manager, the leader. I was in charge of the team. You know, it happened on my watch, and I'm not proud of that. I'll never be proud of it. I didn't like it, but I have to own it.
All right, and I love this. The Side Creek girls are in the middle of a perfect season. They're 34–0, but they're having some fun too. Last week, their head coach, Jennifer Alexander, woke up to see that her house was covered in toilet paper. Yep, they TP'd their coach's house. So how did Coach get them back? Well, she made them wear old uniforms on the road. Super baggy. The girls were not happy. Of course, it was all in good fun.
You know, my sister and I were talking right before that week about doing something team bonding, and I was like, hey, they already did it. They beat us to the punch. So it was funny. They did a good job. I promised them I would get them back, and I think we did that tonight.
And what was so funny about that is the girls looked at me and said, oh my gosh, these uniforms are so old. They look like they're from the 90s.
Oh, the 90s.
Okay.
How old do we feel with that? Unbelievable.
Thanks, Vanessa.
Thanks. Hey, Justin's back after the break with a final check of your forecast. Don't go anywhere.
Stay with us.
It was too beautiful out there not to extend the run today.
Yeah, I had to do a little extra blending because got a little cooked in the sun. So I feel your pain, ladies. I know
you
what
look
you're doing
good,
now.
though.
Why, thank you. I did my best. I did my best. Don't at me with the HD TVs. Anyway, we'll see the chances of rain go up about 20–30% tomorrow. Nothing major, but this is going to be the first of a couple of days of some heavier potential for rain, both Monday and Tuesday, and even Wednesday as that front kicks through. Just be weather aware. Make sure you've got Frank's Free Forecast app on your phone if we have notifications come out. Overall, I think we should be fine. The ground's super dry, so we can take a decent amount without it causing any problems for us. So just be ready for that. Otherwise, by Thursday, Friday, make sure you got plans for your sweetie. Don't wait, fellas.
And the weather's not going to change any plans either this go around. Thanks for that, Justin. We appreciate you watching. We'll see you at 10.
Remember, we break news on Click 2.